it's KT.
Hi, it's Carrah.
And welcome to Life in the Party.
Your unofficial guide to growing up and having fun.
Really quickly, I've almost done with my Pokemon reorg, which I told you I was doing. And this is how much my portfolio is worth.
Wait, what is that app?
It's an app that tracks your Pokemon, your collections. Like, you can put in all the cards that you own. Like, these are my most valuable Pokemon cards.
Oh my god. Interesting. What is the app called?
It's called Collector with no E at the end. COLLECTR. So,
interesting.
So, like, I have my Pokemon, then I have Daniel's as well.
How many cards is that total?
So Daniel has 1,200 cards.
Oh my
actively.
God.
And
you logged all of those?
Well, you just you go into
you
your
just
little,
check?
Like, yeah, like it'll be like, oh, he got boop, boop, boop. You just put a little plus button, So, because he wants to collect them all.
How many are there?
A ton, like more than that. So much more than that.
I know, but how many are there whenever you say you want to collect them all?
There's probably a couple thousand, 3,000 maybe for him. For Pokemon, it's like way more. But he has a card.
Wait, what do you mean for him? Or his not Pokemon?
No, his is One Piece.
What is that?
It's an anime that he likes. But he has a card that's worth $200. $200.
Oh. So he does not collect Pokemon?
No. We decided that it's better if we collect separate things so we wouldn't get jealous at each other for the same thing. You know what I mean, though? But you picked that, but I didn't get that. You know what I mean?
Also, it just doesn't seem very fun if you guys are both
we're fighting in
Pokemon.
Pokemon it's so hard to find in stores because it's such a high collector item right now. So you can't even buy it in Target. It's always sold out. People are scalping it online for 40% more than MSRP. So it's just if you're paying for something more expensive, we don't really try to do that. We try to buy individual cards now.
It would be too competitive because how would you choose who gets what?
Exactly. Or it's well, I picked this box, you picked this box, your box had some cool ones, mine didn't, and then you get kind of annoyed.
Wait, how much do you think Benny's cards were worth that he gave you?
Those were all so a lot of them are bulk cards, which are just sort of the generic card. Those aren't really worth anything. Okay. It's more to fill things out. So when people want to complete collections out. This is my temporal, one of my new binders. Yay.
Oh, cute.
So you see there's missing ones because I don't have this. This guy doesn't exist, but I have all of those, and I have all of those, and I have all of those. You know what I mean?
Wait, the guy doesn't exist, or you don't have?
I don't have the card. The guy doesn't exist in my. So I don't have this card. In what Benny's thing would have been filling all of these. So the cards that are worth money are these cards. See how they're illustrations of things? It's a Ghastly. See? He's a little guy.
Okay.
This is worth $50. Crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And how much did you spend on it?
I have no clue, actually.
You're $80.
$1 million.
$80.
No, I pulled that one out of the pack. So that one I didn't buy directly. So But
you bought the pack.
I bought the pack. So the pack would have been $6. It just happened to have that. But sometimes they'll have packs that have just all of this and nothing special. So that's just called the bulk stuff, which most people don't want. People will buy the stuff just to get the illustrations because they just want to collect whatever's worth money. But then you have people who want to collect full sets, which is me. So yeah.
Interesting. Then you can pull it into your assets.
Exactly. I mean, when you have insurance, if there's a house fire, I'd be I had $1,000 Pokemon cards. I would love to rebuy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You know what I mean? So yeah. Plus the binders and everything. Oh, they're so nice. They're so nice.
You better hide them.
No, they're prominently displayed in second bedroom. No one knows. No one here collects Pokemon.
Except for all of our millions of listeners.
Oh shit, we were recording this. Okay, I can keep this at the end. But yeah, so I was cool, I have $1 million bajillion in assets.
You're I don't have a house, but I do have a Pokemon collection.
It's the little things, but I probably will manage it better once I get a job and have money. I've been saying no a lot, which is good for me, but I don't want to say no. I want to say yes. I want to be to buy. I want to be able to, if I see something in the store, be able to buy it and not be I shouldn't. So That's fine getting a job. I'm just kidding.
That's the only
No,
reason.
no. That's not
Hey,
one reason.
Katie, that's all the reason you need. You don't need any other reason.
You
If
need
it's
one.
Pokemon, if it's being a Pokemon collector,
And rocks.
That's all you need.
And rocks, but I saved that for the very fun, cheap-esque art show. Or not art show, rock show. So
Alrighty. The rock show.
She said
Katie.
what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool.
Okay.
Perfect.
Today we are going to talk about what we are leaving behind in 2025. We're going to share our new 2026 goals or vibes. Last year we did vibes. We haven't really talked about like what we've chosen individually yet, so we'll see. We want to share some fun things that we have planned for next year and things that we're looking forward to. And then we have a couple announcements about the pod, new things we're going to do next year. And yeah, so
we're ready for
thanks
2026. Yeah, it's going to be so good. It's got to be better than last year, right? That's what I always say.
Last year felt so long. Every time someone would be like, we're only like 4 months into the Trump presidency or like 6 months, and I would be like, wait, what? It felt like 2 years.
So much shit happening that I was like, bah, 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 you know?
Yeah. Okay, so have you figured out like anything that you are choosing to leave behind in 2025?
I kind of want to leave behind, I don't know how this sounds, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like doom and gloom, you know? Like
doom and gloom.
So like I think there's a lot happening, at least like with the perspective of like things going on of like there's no saving things. And I don't like that mindset, but I think like I see more and more of it. I hear more and like, yes, you're allowed to be like upset and like, you know, frustrated with stuff, but it's not, you know, like the end. It can't be like if people give up, it's the end. If people give up, it's the end. You know what I mean? Like there's this quote that says evil triumphs when good men do nothing. If good people aren't doing things or trying to provide any type of change, then yeah, nothing, it'll stay like this. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this is like rose-colored glasses. I'm very realistic about the situation, but like as a person involved in it, like you can only help, I guess. So I kind of want to leave like that like existential doom and gloom behind because that's not productive. Moving forward.
Well, it's also there's like no point in being that way.
Yeah. And it's easy to fall into it, and I understand why. And like sometimes you just want to like come bitch, and you know what I mean? Like it's but it doesn't make movements. So that's something.
Yeah. And I think also like I hear you talking about it in more of like a political like global cultural kind of way, but I feel like that carries into like every aspect of your life. If like that's how you are about politics or whatever, the environment, like it's our minds can't compartmentalize that kind of thing. So it makes you that way about like every aspect of life, which just like isn't like fun. It's not fun. It's not very party of you. It's not very
life
fun, you know, like it's just it's not very life of it really isn't. It's not very life of you. It has like a bigger impact on us than we think. And that's also like the point of a lot of the things that are making you feel doom and gloom. Like the point is to make you feel that way. So like don't give into it.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like don't be upset and don't be frustrated, don't be mad. I'm not absolving what's happening because just
you can have feelings.
Okay. I'm not saying pretend it's okay. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying do what you can to help. Do what you can to make things better for people suffering, whatever, you know, like take that less out. And but like it really does impact your like day to day. Like some days you're just like I'm very sad today because of the government. And I'm like,
but I think and I think that's also because of social media though, because I think if social media didn't exist, the world's problems wouldn't affect us as much because we would be living our lives. And they're not the only reason like a lot of those things are constantly in our face is that like we're choosing to consume it on our phones.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's amazing to stay informed, but like you can over-inform that you exhaust them as long as you're functioning and doing things that you need to do. But I think sometimes it can be debilitating for your own personal life if you're constantly focused on that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I hope that doesn't sound like, just forget about it, you know? It sounds...
I don't think it sounds like that.
We're gonna fuck the club up, but not fuck ourselves up at the same time. You know?
I don't know if that made sense.
That song stuck in my head for a second.
We'll go with it. Yeah, so mine is, it kind of makes more sense when I share like what my goals are for 2026. But, and this is something that like I know already, but maybe like I realized I haven't really been like practicing on it as much as I could. So I want to leave behind in 2025 the idea that I have to like dive really deeply into something in order to make progress. So like for me specifically, I'll talk about this when we talk about goals, but like I have like a business idea that you know about. And I've worked on it, but I think sometimes like over the last like week when I have had time to do more on it, I've felt kind of like, oh God, like I have to like set aside like 5 hours to like parse through things, or like I have all of these different ideas because it's the beginning, right? So like your mind is just filled with like a breadth of things. But I need to like adopt a mindset of like going into it as like, okay, what if I just like take 20 minutes to work on it? And then it's likely going to turn into more time. So like just like squeezing in anything that I can rather than feeling like I have to like set aside a ton of time and then I don't work on it because I'm like, well, I actually can't set aside 5 hours today.
That's good. I think that's great because it's really easy to just sort of like postpone things if you can't spend a lot of time. So you start small, and then like if it ends up being more, great. Sometimes you don't have the mental capacity to do all of that all at once all the time.
And kind of like the same applies for like reading too. Like a lot of times like it takes me a while to get into the book that I'm reading. And so then I'm like, oh, like I need to set aside like 2 hours to read this book because it'll take me 2 hours to get like into it. And then
that's how you like, read? You schedule your reading? Wow.
No, I don't schedule it, but like mentally, like the last book I read and the current book I'm reading, it's taking me a little bit to get into it. And so I'm not reading for very long. I'm reading for just like a few minutes. But that's okay, right? Like I need to like be okay with just like reading a little bit, and then like eventually I will like get more into it.
Yeah. The beginnings can be the most, you don't know anything about any of the characters. I mean, obviously it's not about books totally, but like there's so much going on that it's hard to understand all of it. And it's okay to not understand all of it as you continue to go, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that like some also like book-wise, the big trend now is just like all these like series of books that people read. And I'm not reading series. So like I'm not opening up the second book and like I already know a bunch of stuff and like I can jump right into it.
Yeah.
Like every single time it's like a different writing style, a different topic, like a different pace, all these things. So it like takes me a little while to get like comfy in it.
Plus you pick a lot of more serious books than I do.
Yeah.
I've been reading a lot of fantasy recently, which isn't the most like I want to say complex, but like emotionally exhaustive.
I thought you said something else.
What do you think I said?
Complex.
Oh my god. Why would I say complex?
Because it's romantasy.
Ew, gross. Only some of them are horny.
I probably could have like more things that I'm leaving behind in 2025, but I didn't really like think anymore after I came up with that one.
So the thing we're leaving behind.
It kind of like, I mean, our goals I think are also going to say things that we're leaving behind, right? Because
kind of, yeah, I think so.
So, okay. So, do you want to jump to fun things that we have planned?
Yeah, let's save the goals for the super end.
Yeah.
That way we can keep everyone in suspense.
That way people can just stop listening when they don't want to hear about them. Okay, you go first. Or we can like ping pong.
I think we should ping pong because I feel like a lot of the fun things we have planned are also things we're doing together. At least,
yeah.
For the first part of the year, which is all I really thought of, because we have, let's see, a bachelorette trip for somebody to New Orleans. We have 2 weddings in Atlanta, and all that's like in the spring,
April and May.
So that will be busy but really fun, I think. And then let's see what else. I have a couple concerts next year, which I'm excited for.
What concerts?
I have Weathen, which it's the weekend. Carrah's got something going on, so
yeah,
he'll play again, and we'll just go to it. We'll travel. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But so I have that here. I'm sure someone I know could probably go. So I have some ideas.
It's a very Denver concert, so
it is. Yeah, it's in Denver. And then I have Ethel Cain at Red Rocks, which is
who's Ethel Cain? You're like, I actually don't know.
No, I'm trying to think of how to describe Ethel Cain. Is
it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl. She's very.
That was a dumb question. Ethel. I should have known that Ethel is a woman.
Well, she's she's actually trans, which I think is part of like the storytelling in a way, because she's like from Florida, Southern Gothic style, like moody instrumental.
What is Southern Gothic?
Like, oh my god, I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's a
Let
vibe.
Me just look her up.
Look her up. And
did you say she's a vibe?
Yeah, but she's great. Like, it's very emotional. So her last album, or no, previous one, I think it's called Preacher's Daughter, before I mess that up.
Preacher's Daughter.
Yeah. So Ethel Cain is like a character. Ethel Cain's a stage name. Moody.
Sounds a little like Lana.
Yes. So Ethel Cain is a stage name, and like it's a character she created that's like in the story, like it sort of talks about generational trauma, and it's like there's 3 women and she's like the bottom one, so like grandma, mom, her, and Ethel Cain's that character, and like how she has like a religiously abusive father and like all these things. She falls in love and falls
through
out of
all of her albums.
Well, this one album, it's like a whole story. And then at the end, she like falls in love with someone, then he dies, which is what the Willoughby Tucker, her new album is. It's like focused on that. And
her music is like,
it's ethereal. Slow. It's very like this.
Have you listened to her for a while?
The past couple years, I found one of the songs, I think American Teenagers, and the music video for that looks like South Carolina, because she's from Florida, so it's filmed in like the South, and it's just like a high school, and it just reminds me of like home, and it's a good song. But eventually she like falls in love with someone, they break up, and she like goes through this crisis, ends up like moving somewhere and getting addicted to drugs, and someone takes advantage of her and kills her. And like that's
the storyline of the album. It's not her life.
No, because she's still alive. But like, I think she grew up in a very like religious household and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of like religious trauma that was actual for her and all these things.
Maybe the killing is like a metaphor for like the transitioning or something.
Well, it's funny because I didn't realize in that song what was happening, because the killer kills her and then cannibalizes her. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's hard to tell that. And the song is called
Oh my god, why are Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain fighting?
Oh my god. Do you know why they're fighting? Oh yeah, the song is called Strangers.
That is, I'm sorry, it's so funny because I don't listen to either of them, and I immediately said it sounds like Lana Del Rey. Says, Ethel Cain, a young artist often called the next big thing, who makes sprawling Appalachian ballads about isolation and family trauma, had grown sick of being compared to Lana Del Rey, and so started slagging her off a bit in interviews.
I think she called her fat or something. Yeah.
Okay, I think I heard about some of this drama back and forth.
I don't think it's anything crazy. But the Strangers album, I was listening to it on a plane to Savannah's bachelorette party in Vegas. And I just start crying because I realized, like, oh my god, like, what? Because the lyrics, you couldn't necessarily tell that. Like, if you listen to it, she says something like, what is it? I'm like on Genius, because, like, it could be taken as like romantic. Like, I just want to be yours. Can I be yours? I'm turning in your stomach and I'm making you feel sick. Like, emotionally, no, physically, like, because he's eating her, you know? Like, and I was like, oh my God, she's dead. And he's eating on a plane. So it was very I started crying on this plane. Like, just sitting there like, what is happening? But it's very emotive, and there's this one song that I really like that's gonna be played, and it's at Red Rocks. So I was like, yes. So
cool.
I'm gonna go
That'll
see
be
that.
fun.
I only have those 2 concerts of mine. I think Daniel has one, but that's a Daniel concert next year. So I have that, have the big friend group fun stuff.
You mean the wedding stuff?
Wedding stuff. Yeah, but it's like also friend group reunions, you know?
Yeah.
So that's like the vibe there. And that's as far as I've really gotten. You know, I think my parents are going to come out here and visit, which will be nice. And hopefully I'll have a job so I can do more things. Because that's my main thing. Get a damn job. So I can actually pay for all these things that I have to do and want to do. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what are on your fun starts to
my
the year?
Fun list? This week I actually just booked a flight to visit my friend Kay in Florida.
Nice.
Her parents live on Sanibel Island. And so a while ago when I quit my job, we were texting about doing that because it's like so pretty and it's just like a very relaxing place. So I'm going there early January. I went there for work a very long time ago when I worked for Tigers, and it's really pretty.
I don't know much about, I haven't been to those parts of Florida really, so very pretty. I love
it's kind of like a rich, like retirement type area.
Fuck it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck it up.
I'm going there to
it's supposed to be like a very relaxing trip. So I'm doing that. Then I'm doing something for my birthday, but I don't know what. Haven't planned it yet. But it will be fun.
Ooh, you always like to do a fun B-Day thing, so I'm curious what you decide to pick.
Yeah. Then Ryan and I are going to Mexico City.
Ooh. When is that?
We're going early to mid-March or early to mid-May.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's going to be early to mid-May. I'm just trying to space out our travel and my travel next year because, you know, I have that trip in January. I have my birthday in March. April's the bachelorette party and Brian's wedding, which I don't have to travel for, but it takes up a weekend. And then May is pretty free other than Melissa's wedding. Yeah. We're going to go for probably like a week.
That'll be fun.
I've got recommendations from a few people already. So I've just been compiling them.
That's exciting.
Looking at things to do, places to eat at. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Hell yeah. That'll be nice.
And then what else? Oh, remember my friend Jasmine from 7th grade?
Yeah,
German girl.
I remember her.
She's getting married in August. So we're going to go to Germany for her wedding.
Hell yeah.
They're from Dusseldorf, but the wedding I think is like outside of Dusseldorf.
Tender. So yeah, I remember her. That's sweet.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I wanted to visit her for so long. So.
You can bring Arthur as your +1.
I could.
Sorry, Ryan.
He's probably just gonna come anyway. I won't even have to tell him. He has like spidey senses about Germany.
That dude loves Germany.
He'll be like, I had a dream that told me I should buy a flight to this random town in Germany on this weekend.
And he'll try to get you to go to Berlin.
Does he like Berlin? What was the other place that he would always go? Or was it always Berlin?
I think that was the main area. Maybe Munich. I don't know exactly. I'm just saying German cities now. Munich. Hamburg? Heidelberg?
You're like Schnitzel?
I couldn't think of another German word. I was going to say something, but I was like, I like Schnitzel.
Yeah. That's all I could think of too. Beer?
IPA. No, they don't do that there. No. Lagers and Pilsners. They don't do IPA.
Isn't IPA like an American thing?
I think so.
Or I guess technically, isn't it India Pale Ale?
Well, it's India Pale Ale because I heard that it was because they'd add more hops on the voyage from India. So it was stronger beer or something to prevent it from decaying. I don't know if that was real or not. I feel like I heard that like passing by because I don't like IPAs that much. I drink like the German beers, like the Pilsners and the Lager.
Hefeweizen?
I don't like wheat beers. So no, not Hefeweizen.
For some reason I thought you liked that.
No.
I don't like wheat beers either.
Never a thing. There's been a Blue Moon distillery here for a while. I think they just closed and I'm like, oof.
You're like, sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck. I like moons and I like the color blue, but I don't like beer with an orange slice in it.
I will say I probably would like an orange slice in most like things.
Surprising good Jameson with an orange slice.
That's not surprising.
Okay.
You're supposed to take tequila shots with orange slices.
Really? Why do we do limes? To torture ourselves?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
You know what's an acidic thing to put in your mouth after a crazy shot? Limes. Why not something sweet and easy?
You want to make sure you really gag after your shot.
So you buy another one.
Put a lime in your mouth. Squirt a lime down your throat.
Well, I was one of those kids that would eat lemons, probably for attention or something. You know, where you just like eat. I
love that you admitted it.
I mean, probably.
Have you seen the videos of the guy that eats like a whole lemon on a flight for attention? Like he sees if like anyone watches him. He like just bites into it and chomps on it and eats it.
I would stare at him until he swallowed it. Because you think he just spits it out?
That's what she said. Here, I'll show you.
I mean, like, if you're an adult who does that, I think you just like really does it, really loves lemons, or like, I think kids just do stupid shit like that. So I was a silly little kid just eating lemons.
Okay, watch this.
I like the burn, you know. No one's noticing him. Oh, there it is.
It'd be gay if he looked at him, so he can't look at him.
That guy is suffering.
Fellas, is it gay if a man looks at another man on a plane?
While eating lemons, or just in general?
You almost dropped it.
That's insane. But that's like funny. I thought you meant like casually. Like, you know, it's like the lemons you get in your water is what I would eat for some reason. I don't know why.
He's done it multiple times. Oh, he's also done an onion.
That would be stinkier.
That would be gross. He does the lemon thing a lot.
He's got GERD or something. It's like, hey man, do you want to like buy you a glass of water with your I think if I saw that in real life, I would just start laughing. I'm sorry. It's weird, but like, why? Why?
Look at the public onion.
With the rind on? With the skin?
This is funnier to me.
He's trying so... It probably smells so crazy.
His eyes are like watering.
That guy's eyes are watering too. He's like,
why is he saying anything?
She is, thank God.
I would be like, stop it.
Do you want to buy you food? Like, do you need a snack?
Why is that guy okay with it?
Is he just doing it till someone tries to talk to him? I guess. You know what I mean?
He really needs a friend.
It's a cry for help.
Oh, did you see her spray air freshener?
Good for her. That's like, hey man.
They need to stop him. Like, you can't do that.
That's like a war crime. Bioterrorism.
Oh my God.
If you're eating onions on a plane and everyone starts crying. So you have Mexico City, Germany. Any other trips or things?
That's it for now. I don't want to do as much as I did last year.
Last year was popping off.
Yeah, I feel like it just started like things started to not be as special because I was just like doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my big main things that I'm looking forward to. So do you want to chat goals?
Yeah, we can chat goals. We're finally there. Serious.
It doesn't have to be serious.
I know, but Goals are serious. I guess we can follow back on our question from last year of, do you still believe that New Year's resolutions are dumb?
No, I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, I think we thought that last year they were like too rigid or too like pass or fail kind of thing. Like if you don't succeed, it's like an easy way to fail, especially with like the big goals that, like you said, at the new year, you know?
I do think that like not every year do you actually have something like that intense that you're working on. I think it's like, I don't think you have to have that expectation for yourself. I think there's like some years it's more of like a vibe, or like maybe you have a lot of, like, I think last year for me specifically, like I had like a lot of change going on because we had just moved. So I didn't want to like overwhelm myself with like some like specific goal, even though I feel like my goals ended up being like pretty specific.
They also change. Like I think you got more further down the line too, as other things settle down.
Yeah,
you can bring in more goals.
Yeah. So I am pro New Year resolution, but I am not. I'm anti knowing whether it's New Year or New Year's resolution.
Is the years possessive?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure last year I kept saying the wrong one. I think I kept saying New Year resolution, but it's New Year's resolution.
It is New Year's. Yeah.
I know, but something feels weird about that.
Because you're possessing, you're making a day possessive.
Yeah.
Or something like that. An idea of the idea of New Year's. New Year. The New Year.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I'm anti whatever that is. What about you?
I still think that they can be a little restricted, but that's because I just think people are making, I think New Year's resolutions need to be vague or something, like vague, like just broad, maybe open-ended, you know, like a vibe. I don't think New Year's resolutions should be so static that they're unchangeable, because I think that's what kills it. So I think if you can go into it and have like either certain goals with like steps or something, but
do you think that's an issue with like having a goal, or do you think that's an issue with like someone's mindset?
I think there's also a pressure mindset at New Year's that makes those things like, oh, I need to find something, and then it's not as thoughtful, I think, maybe. But I like the idea of goal setting. I'm not very, I don't say goal oriented. Like I don't think about those things a lot, but like I don't think about goals a lot. That sounds so silly to say, but like
I think that's probably pretty common.
Yeah. So I think like when people who aren't active, like super goal oriented people are told to make goals, they don't make the right goals, because I think that's making goals is I think the hard part of all of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
I think making goals is a practice though.
It is.
Like,
yeah.
Like, I think it's important to have goals, but it's also important to have like flexibility and understanding for yourself if it doesn't end up looking exactly how you thought it was going to look. So I think it is important to have goals, but yeah, you just have to be flexible and like not get discouraged if it's not looking exactly how you thought it was going to look.
I agree. I think that's my main thing, is like, I think what I've seen, it becomes a little too static, a little too yes or no, did you do it or not? And I think goals are more about growth and like, in a way, not gradual change, more than just like, did I lose 10 pounds? Yes or no? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I want to build the system to work out more and create a healthier, like, you know, like I think that
it's about the like holistic thing rather than like this specific like measurement.
Yeah. And I think that would make goal setting like easier for me, for sure, and like maybe other people as well, is to think about it like, as a talking to Coach Chris and mentioned in I think the last episode, it's how you want to spend time. Like goals are not just like an end state, it's the way to get there. So like that's part of your goal, is creating those systems.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
Yes. And I love that.
It's always about the flight, not the vacation.
No. Yes, the flight's
that's the same thing.
No, because the vacation,
if you say it's about the journey,
the journey is about the vacation. It's not like the end goal would be I landed in
the journey's
Mallorca and flew back. Yeah,
the journey is on the way, so the travel is on the way to the destination.
Like yes and no. I see what you're saying, but no. So your favorite part of your honeymoon was be on Emirates.
Yes. That's not, no, it doesn't mean that was my favorite part.
The journey.
It means that's what it was about.
The suffering for success.
Yes. It was about those bratty kids that were hitting people on the head.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I'm mostly just messing with you. Okay, so that being said, how many goals do you have? Or are you doing goals or vibes? Or journeys?
Journeys.
You have 3 journeys?
I guess, yeah.
How many journeys?
Yeah, I'm gonna do journeys. Because it's more...
Okay.
And 1 goal. 2 journeys and a goal.
Okay. I'm doing goals. I'm doing 3
Carrah's
goals.
like, fuck journeys.
I guess 1...
Could be.
Well, all 3 of them could be journeys, depending on how the dice roll.
Okay. Well, I can start with 1. This is my goal. Okay. My goal is to find a nice, good new job this year. I mean, yes, I think that will happen.
Nice,
but like,
good. I like those are interesting descriptors for a job. But yeah, I like that.
I wanted a good job, but I think that might also be a journey. But I think it's more of a goal. So
yeah,
like I don't want to take.
It's gonna be about all the interviews and applications,
and possible like in between jobs until I get the right one. You know what I mean? So like.
Mm-hmm.
I want to find the right next step. And I will also take any job, but like on the path to the right next step. So, that mindset. Goal.
That's a good one. That is definitely a goal of mine, but I'm not including it in these.
That's fine.
So one of mine is to do more weekend adventures / hikes with Kaya.
Aww.
I want to do like at least 2 a month. Like take her, there's like enough places around Atlanta, like outside of Atlanta, that we can drive like an hour or whatever and take her on a hike. Mm-hmm. She's getting older. She's gonna be 7 next year, so I want to just like make sure that we're doing enough fun stuff with her and like stimulating things, because she is an apartment dog. Like we take her on lots of walks, but she's happiest when she's like in the woods sniffing stuff.
She's a big nature girl.
Some mess. Yeah, she's an outdoorsy girl.
Mm-hmm. Do you give her like all the joint stuff now, like salmon oil and glucosamine?
No,
and stuff?
I used to give her salmon oil. I want to ask her vet, I guess, like what would be the best thing to give her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if like Vizslas have like hip problems. So like my parents have golden retrievers and they're notorious for hip issues.
I think
so
they I think Vizslas can.
So they have the glucosamine thing, which is probably something on the list. I'm not a vet though, so yeah, definitely talk to your vet.
Yeah, I'll ask our vet, because I don't want to just buy like shit.
Well, yeah, don't buy shit.
Yeah, I feel like there's just like a lot of shit out there.
Yeah, supplement industry isn't as regulated, and I think people can say a lot of things about stuff. So it's good to have qualified, educated people who understand those things in your corner. So
that was very serious, Katie.
As a person of science, we love to
True. Scientists.
There's a lot of snake oil in some of those things. Like I think every time we go to GNC, Daniel always jokes with the person there about how no one's bought the silver, because they sell colloidal silver that you can take and ingest in your body, and that does fucking nothing for you. Nothing.
Yeah.
You should not be eating silver. Don't eat silver. It's always still there. There's always one bottle. Shut up. So I just lick rocks instead.
You do though.
I do. Not silver.
That's not a joke.
Salt. The salt rocks. Yeah, I do. But yeah, so stay educated. All right. Another journey of mine that I'm gonna go on this year. Our goal is and I know it's a continuation of last year's start my hobbies more, but it's kind of get more invested in them seriously. Like I feel more ready to do those things. Right now I'm money limited. But like
capital limited.
So give me money. I can start doing my hobbies.
Venmo Katie.
Yes, please. So like I got some stuff to sew, some sewing things to sew patches on a bag, but I want to get more into that and like keep doing all those little things that I say I want to start and never do.
So like what are those things?
One, for example, is sewing. I want to work on, I've always wanted to like make, because I go into Michael's or wherever the fuck it is, and I see these like table rolls of one cloth, and they're like not a bajillion dollars, but I'm like, no, I could make, I could make this. So I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
You should take a sewing class.
Yeah, that's where the capital limitations come in. So
I think Michael's and like Hobby Lobby or one of those places has like really cheap ones.
I think I saw something about like the city library here does classes like that. So I'm going to look more into it. That's one.
Okay, so sewing.
Yeah. And I've always said I want to do like, I do go to yoga, but I want to do more yoga.
Like make it a regular part of your routine.
So like those are all like the little things like I say I'm gonna start or whatever, and I want to like do and watch Vanderpump Rules. I started it. I'm gonna finish it. So
that is a journey.
Yeah, so that's a goal.
That is a journey.
Goal and journey. So I think that's like I want to build off of that momentum, and like I started obviously with my Pokemon cards. So like big old reorg of things. So continuing that too.
Cute.
It's an investment.
It is. It's an investment, a journey, a capital-led goal.
Yeah. So I just want to, grow more in those things. I don't want to spend all of my time sitting on my phone.
Last year, you maybe like dabbled and like got more introduced to some of those things.
I picked back up stuff I stopped. Yeah, I picked back up stuff that I intentionally stopped and just wasn't doing. And now I'm like, we're continuing, we're getting better at those things.
Yeah.
Than just like picking it back up again.
Building it into your habits.
Yes, exactly. Making it consistent.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. My second one might surprise you.
What is it?
And I just came up with it like a couple days ago. But I was watching, I love Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast. I feel like she just has like such great guests, like people I love, and then also people that I'm not really exposed to. And she had Ina Garten on there, and
Barefoot Contessa.
Yeah, I didn't realize her whole vibe was like tasty stuff that's simple, like that's easy, and doesn't have a ton of ingredients. And I don't know how many people know this about me, but I don't really like cooking.
I know, as I tried to cook in your apartment and you had like 2 pots. Yeah. And I was like, 2 pots?
Oh, well, that probably won't change that much. I'm a minimalist when it comes to like kitchenware. But so I don't think I have to become like someone who loves cooking, but I want to at least make it a little bit more enjoyable for me. And I think a way I can make it more enjoyable is to like just save some good and simple recipes. And I already like went on her site and got a bunch, and I'll probably be old school and like print them out.
I love printing and writing recipes. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, like you can add little notes. I think that's great. Yeah.
Another thing that I don't like about cooking is like when you're trying to follow a recipe on your phone and all those freaking like ads pop up, or you have to keep scrolling and then your phone goes to sleep, and then it's just like, oh my God. So anyway, I was inspired by Amy Poehler's podcast episode with Ina Garten to cook more. So I want to cook like a recipe a week. It doesn't have to be a new recipe a week, but like follow a recipe, because like how I cook now is just like I just throw like ingredients together that are healthy and that I like to eat with like the same seasonings that I really like.
I think that's great. I love that. I think you should find things that you really like to eat and just learn how to make them yourself. That really helps.
Yeah.
To like be like, I love this one dish. And it's not difficult, because nothing is worse than finding a recipe and being like, oh boy, this is going to be 1 million dishes. This is going to take a couple hours to prep, yada, yada, yada. Also prepping the night before, if you can, helps too. It makes things split it.
Well, I looked at a bunch of her recipes, and they're really just like stuff that I already eat, but have like just a little more thought put into them.
What is
like
one
ingredients?
For an example,
like,
I'm curious.
Let me see. Like herb baked eggs.
That's a very Carrah dish.
We eat eggs every single day, but it's like having like parsley, Parmesan cheese, rosemary leaves, thyme.
A more involved.
Getting a nice brioche bread, like a little, just like a little bit more thoughtful on the ingredients to make it more enjoyable to eat. So it's not just like kind of eating with like the same flavors that I like to sustain me, which like it's fine, but it's not as enjoyable to eat.
You know she has a show, right?
Yeah, she has a show and a podcast, I think.
Yeah, I think there was this meme of her always making like giant drinks. She's always making a drink for something too, which I think fits your like hosting kind of things. Like I feel like what she makes you would definitely like.
I'll have to check out the drinks.
But like I think there's this like meme of some guy with like this massive like glass like this big, and he was Ina Garten just having a drink for everything, you know, or something. But I remember being really funny a while ago. Now that I think about it, and I was like,
I'll have to find out. I feel like there's quite a few of those. I had one of my friends was sending me one of like some woman from like the early 2000s who had a cooking show, and she would talk about
the vodka
cocktails,
girl.
But she's just like, yeah, she's just like dumping everything, and it's like that does not taste good. But yeah, that's my second one.
All right, me number 2. Me number 3.
Yeah,
number 3. I would like, again, once I'm employed, and maybe this fits into my hobbies, is develop more of a not sense of style, but a clothing vibe that's me. Like I have ideas of stuff, but I'm not a clothes money spender. I do not like spending money on clothes because I always find like something wrong with them. I think they're overpriced. I don't know what it is, but like I just don't like doing it, or like I have to be really convinced to do it, like fall in love with it. I'll look at it and then I'll like go home for 3 days and make sure I actually want to buy it. Like I don't do that for lots of things, but for clothes I really do.
Interesting.
So like I think it's just stuff that I like, just I don't see as much or something. I'm not sure exactly, but I want to find more clothes that are like a look I want to go for, or what. I think I'm trying to figure out what that look is as well.
So like find your style and build out a closet.
Yeah, let's get some new shoes, get some things like that, because I still have stuff from like not college, but like I can tell it hasn't changed much, and I also have just been spending a lot of my money on other things. I don't really spend it on clothes, so I'm like I need to like develop a wardrobe. Like I like fun colors. I was like I have a lot of black, which I like too, but what's the style? What am I bringing? I want to wear more jewelry, you know. I kind of want to focus on like those things. So I like jewelry. Should get more. I kind of want to get a couple more tattoos. I don't know if that fits in the style thing, but like that type of like look, you know. I really want a back tattoo like on my spine, which everyone says that's gonna hurt.
I love that you're going from clothes to tattoos. Well, you're like now I really want a spine tattoo.
Well, like I have one.
Like that. I heard that's pretty painful.
I know, I heard that too, but
I like the way they look. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they look neat. So like I don't know what, but like I feel like that fits into like a style aesthetic in a way.
Yeah.
So like in a different way than clothes, but like just develop that more. So
I like that. I think you probably, it sounds like you put a lot of pressure on like one item of clothing and determining whether that's your style or whether you like it. But like I think the thing that like is helpful to think of it as more of like figuring out how to put together an outfit that feels like you. Like usually like a single item, like it's a lot of pressure to put on one item of clothing, but like this is me. It's not usually that. Like usually it's like this combined with this cool belt combined with like these shoes and like whatever, like that is me. I've seen some people on TikTok because I know Jade I think hired a stylist, like had like a stylist session, and I'm sure like those range in cost, but I think they can be pretty reasonably priced. I've seen on TikTok like girls hire stylists to come, basically like they come and like look at your closet. They put together outfits that like you probably never would have put together, and like you show them what you like, what you don't like, and then they make suggestions on like things that you should get. So like that could be a great way for you to do that. And I'm sure that you could probably have consultations for like a couple $100, which really isn't much money
in the long run,
if you're wanting to build out a closet and like you need help. That's like nothing.
Yeah. And like like I dress very casual. I mean, Denver's a very casual place. Like I still have like sundresses and stuff like that, but I buy things that are on sale. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying don't buy things on sale, but like my trigger is, can I save money on this? Not, does this fit with what I want to look like? Like, or like I need something for this thing. I got to go buy something. It's not like I want to be able to be like, this is the style, and like I have something that could fit that. But I generally just get the money. Like some of the stuff I see is just so expensive sometimes for like polyester crap, you know?
Yeah.
So like finding good quality for the money is part of that too. But like get some more accessories. I'm not like, I want to be more into that because I love the look, but I don't do it. So I need to just, do it.
Yeah. So, and I think like don't try to do everything at once, right? Like there's like a mid-range quality, and some things are worth it to invest in. And then other things don't have to be quite as expensive. And then like maybe you're just going to start with figuring out your style first and like not spend a ton of money on things. But then like once you know your style, I guarantee like eventually you will want to start investing in like more expensive pieces, because you're going to realize like, okay, now I know my style, but now I want these things to last. Like I want these things to be quality.
Like I know things that don't look good on me at least, but like I know certain tops and things, but it's like, I want the vibe. Because I know you're very like 70s. I can pick your wardrobe out of anywhere. Was that something you always liked, or did you develop that over some time recently?
No, I always liked it. Like I remember growing up and like, those when we were little girls, like the bell sleeve shirts.
Yes.
Like that came from the 70s. Yeah. But, like that was like also like a 90s, early 2000s kind of style.
And you
so
loved
I always liked that. But I also feel like I'd have like I like that style. That's not how I dress all the time. I feel like I have a pretty across the board style of things I like to wear. I do love 90s. I do love 70s. I like mixing like feminine with masculine things. So like I like sneakers. I like mini skirts. I like cool sweaters. I like hats. So like I like a balance of like femininity and masculinity. And like if I'm going out with the girls one night, I'm gonna dress like more feminine. But like my day-to-day wear is probably like, I think, a little bit more of an even mix.
You have a good color. You have a consistent color palette too, I think, for your clothes, which I've noticed. So that's always nice.
That was something I intentionally like put time and thought into the last couple years so that I could mix and match outfits a lot. And then, so I have like a lot of neutral colors, but I also like color, like pops of color. So now I'm getting back into like wanting to get more like patterned, colored, unique pieces to add into like some of the staple stuff that I have.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah. Alrighty. Up for your final goal?
My final goal.
There's never a final goal, but your third notified one.
No, the last goal I'm ever going to have is to build my app idea. By the end of this year, I want to have like a fully functioning app.
Perfect.
I don't really want to talk about what my idea is, but I will say it is
cute,
people focused. I guess cute could be a word.
I think that's sweet. I think it's sweet.
You like using the word cute and sweet a lot. So I'll take it, but I wouldn't say it's in the top 3 words.
For an app, it's hard to be like, this app is cute.
Yeah, this is cute.
I just love the idea fits with my vibes for things. So that's why
I think it's people-centered, friendship-centered. And it's something that I think I will use, and it's not something I'm like intending on like making some big, like my goal isn't to like get rich off this thing, but my goal is that like I finally have like an idea that I'm really excited about, and I want to see it through. And it's all about the journey.
It is about this one's about the fucking journey.
What I'm going to learn along the way.
Yeah.
So it's also kind of putting together like a lot of jobs that I've had, which I think is interesting when I'm like reflecting on it. My most recent job was like very process improvement, tech related. And while I did not want to do that anymore, I feel like I probably will like use some of the things that I learned to build it. So That's my big goal.
I love it. I love it. It's gonna be cute.
It's gonna be cute
and sweet. No, I love that idea. I think that's great. Big fan. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go this year.
Yeah.
There's lots to learn. Lots to learn.
Yes.
Lots to do. So it'll keep you motivated for sure.
It'll keep me busy, I think.
That's very important in these unemployed times.
Yeah.
I think that's all of our goals. And do we have a vibe for this year? A word? Should we come up with one word for 2026? Can you think of one?
I feel like mine is like challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like all three of mine are like kind of challenging the way I'm already doing things. But challenge sounds intense.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need a word. I was thinking because mine are probably focused on like, I've been thinking about the word discipline a lot and like consistency. So maybe like that's where mine is coming in this year. Consistency.
What about how does that fit with your style?
I don't know. Developing a consistent style. I think like,
okay,
like something that it's cohesive. Like that type of role. Word. Cohesive, consistent.
I feel like yours are also about like finding you.
Yeah.
Like your style, your hobbies, the job. Like it's kind of like finding Katie.
So is my word of the year me?
It's KT.
It's KT. So Carrah's is challenge.
We don't have,
and mine is
have to be just one word. We keep putting all these limitations on ourselves. It does not have to be one word. Yours, I think, can be finding KT.
Finding KT.
Mine is almost work with an E.
Work.
Like you gotta work by like cooking recipes, building an app, and taking Kaya on hikes. It's kind of like work with an E.
I think
but I also need to work with an O at some point.
It will happen. It will happen.
Work and work.
Work. And work.
And work.
Work it. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's 2026. Let's kick its butt.
Oh, we should have said Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. Guys, are you guys ready? It's gotta be better than 2025.
I'm excited to hear what everyone's resolutions are. I think by the time this comes out, we'll know.
We'll know. We can do a little slide like we did last year, what people are working for. Because I think that's good. And people get inspiration. Again, resolutions aren't static. You can add, you can change, you can move. It's all about just
they're dynamic.
The journey. So, yeah. Stay growing. Stay learning. And have fun,
Stay partying.
Kind of. Yeah, stay lifing and stay partying because...
Yeah, don't forget to make room for fun and silly stuff and crazy stories.
Exactly. That's why we're here. We're not here to have no stories. What are you going to talk about when you're 60? The stories, crazy stuff.
The journeys.
The journeys. But
that's definitely the title for this episode.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you've, started making some progress. This will come out early January. It's an early start, but it's good to have a focus. And we hope that you join us along with our journeys. We'll obviously do mid-year reviews and things like that to see how we stack up and talk about things along the way. So thank you for joining. And it's been almost over a whole year of our podcast. So we're super happy for that.
Thanks everyone for being our motivators and not our haters.
Exactly. And liking our things on Instagram. So we love that.
Yeah.
We love it. And listening.
Don't forget to follow us on YouTube at Life in the Party and on Instagram.
And TikTok.
You can follow us on TikTok. We're not really doing much on there, but
we'll figure it out.
Maybe. Oh, we were going to say our new things we're doing this
year.
Yes,
before we leave. Alert.
Okay, yeah. So, drum roll. That might sound really bad. We have been listening to y'all's compliments, and we've heard that you guys really like our guest episodes. So, last year we did like every other month was a guest episode. So, we had Macy, we had Neha, we had Brooks, and we had Benny. Thanks to them for coming on the pod. But we are doing a lot more guests next year. So every other episode is going to be a guest episode. And we've been diligently working on a plan for all of our guests for next year. We have some really fun topics. I'll give a little teaser. We have topics on male friendship. We have topics on women's health and things like endometriosis. We have topics on dinks, double income, no kids.
Dinks.
But yeah, so we want to give you guys the content that you're looking for. So that's really exciting. And then we also hear that a lot of you want to be on the pod, but maybe don't have time or are a little camera shy. And so we're going to have a sort of like call-in segment called a hot mic. And basically you guys can send in an audio message, send it to our DMs. It can be you venting about something. It can be, you know, you asking for advice on something, sharing a piece of wisdom,
sharing
whatever.
Something cool that happened. It's your...
Yeah. Sharing something cool, sharing a funny story, whatever you want. And we will be sharing those on the pod next year.
Perfect. It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
We love it. So we're super excited, and we hope you're excited too. 2026 is going to be great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.